We recognise that standard parenting doesn't work for a child with trauma and or neurospiciness. And yet we are expected to make that work in the best way. We're expected to educate ourselves, to read the books, to come to the webinars, to go to the conferences, to watch Brené Brown on YouTube, to listen to Dr. Gabor Mate and Bessel van der Kolk and Dan Hughes and all of these things, to listen to podcasts like us lunatics talking about this stuff every week. And yet education, when it comes to school, their very clear discourse is attainment, attendance, statistics for the government. They're not expected to adapt. This is how we teach maths, so this is how we teach maths. This is how fast you should run in PE, so this is how fast you should run in PE.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so on and so on. This is how you write about Macbeth and how you analyse the text and so on and so on. And yet there are no expectations around how they adapt to do that. Or if they are there, they're very, very small, and it's very, very hard to see the evidence. And that just goes to show, doesn't it, that education discourse versus that more social, trauma-informed therapeutic discourse, the more holistic package that we as parents offer.
I'm not bashing teachers. I've got some good friends that are teachers.
It's not about that.
And they are lovely people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be friends with them, let's be honest. But also, they are so under pressure to tick all of the boxes that they're expected to tick, to do, I'm sure I didn't have this many assessments when I was at school compared to what my year sevens have, my children who are in year 7.
No.
The pressure on teachers to perform in their role, they're maxed out. It's a little bit like social work, and foster care. We're all working within quite a broken system, and we are trying to make the best of it. Social workers are overpaid and overstretched. Underpaid and overstretched, sorry, not overpaid. Teachers...
Steady, Mandie.
Yeah, sorry, slip of the tongue. Compared to foster carers. Foster carers, our numbers are dwindling because there isn't the support put in place for us to do the job that we do. Schools and teachers are also under immense pressure. So when I'm talking about faults in the education system and the impact of having academies compared to before, my children go to an academy and there is some incredible staff members there.
Sure.
But the focus is on attendance, positive and negative points. When we have parents' evening, when we have their reports come through, it's about their attendance, about positive and negative comments put on their computer system, whether they're red or they're green, and about their assessment levels. It's not about, my child really struggling with spelling and she's managed to spell quite difficult words for her, and that's a really good thing. Or the fact that spelling's a problem, but she wrote the most beautiful story. It was really creative and her characters really came to... We don't get any of that. And I think because teachers are under so much pressure, that availability that they have to think outside the box, because they're fighting fires a lot of the time. My child is one of 30 in a class.
Yeah.
I'm sure my child can't be the only care experienced child in that class.
Of course, yeah.
Definitely not the only traumatised child in that class.
Well,
so those behaviours that we are dealing with within our home, they're multiplied in a class of 30, and the teachers have got pressure to, we have to present this information, we have to get this piece of work done. They're so focused on the end goal of getting their work achieved that they can't look outside the box and think, actually, if we had more of a therapeutic approach in the classroom, the behaviour issues would reduce. We know that as parents.
Yeah.
Therefore, I would have more time and more energy to be creative with the work I'm trying to teach them.
Every time.
In my opinion, obviously.
No, I agree. I'm sure lots of our listeners will agree as well.